Welcome back, everyone. NicknLex here. Thank you so much for joining me today to this new episode of Music with Nick. Today, we got a marathon by VMAX 4. Thank you so much for sponsoring this video. And this is going to be a lot of fun because this is about covers that are pretty much better or so, maybe not for everyone, but for the majority, I think, than the originals, So that can obviously be, debated and stuff. But hey, I love this theme. It's called Stolen Songs Marathon. Maybe not stolen, but, that's how VMAX wanted to put it down, because it is kind of like, well, let me take your song and make it better, or let me play it in a different way. So it says here, hi Nick, VMAX 4 here with another marathon, this time cover versions that are so good they are better than the originals and should be considered stolen. So there we go. So if you think, and then join us in the comment section. We'd like to hear it from you. Do you consider the original better or the cover, the stolen versions? Now, we're going to go here with a couple of songs, and I love this section. I already looked at the songs, and I know a lot of names. And so this is going to be a lot of fun. So as you can see in the description, we're going to start out here. Number 1 is Summer Breeze by the Isley brothers, and I just did a song by them for the second time, and I didn't even remember. But we're going to do today's Summer Breeze by the Isley brothers from the album 3 plus 3, released in 73, the same album that I did. This far surpasses the original by Seals and Croft. Ernie's Isley's epic guitar solo is one of the best. I mean, this guy like literally blew my socks away when I heard him. Now I know that he was influenced by Jimi Hendrix and all that good stuff, so it makes a lot of sense. These guys are top notch. Now, number 2 is Superstition by Stevie Ray Vaughan and Double Trouble from the 1986 album Live Alive. Of course, Stevie Wonder. A Stevie Wonder song originally written for Jeff Beck, but Stevie himself recorded it as his record company said it was too good to give away. I love that. That's a great song. Stevie Ray gives it back its rock credentials. Really, really cool. Now, number 3 is Woodstock by Matthews Southern Comfort from the 1970s album Later. That same year, a far better version than Joni Mitchell's original, or Crosby, Stills and Nash version, drenched with powerful pedal steel guitar that captures the hippie dream of the 1960s. A UK number 1 hit single in the 70s, one of my very favorite songs, just beautiful. So those are big words, that it's better than Mitchell's version and Crosby, Stills and Nash version. So there's the debate. Let us know. Number 4 is Rockin' in the Free World by Suzi Quatro from the 2005 album Back to the Drive. I know this one from Neil Young, but I first heard it when it was played in the G3 concert with Joe Satriani, Steve Vai, and Yngwie Malmsteen. That's the first time I heard that song. Suzi was a glam rock superstar in the early 70s in the UK and takes Neil Young's song up a notch, in my opinion, with the sweet Andy Scott on guitar. It rocks hard. So let's check it out. Number 5 is Bryan Ferry's version of the Doobie Grays' The In Crowd from the 1974 album Another Time Another Place. I'm taking it here from the retrospective collection. That one is not available. I didn't want to put YouTube quality in there. The original is a Northern Soul classic, but Ferry changes it completely and makes it his. So hope you enjoy my selections and maybe agree with my maybe constituous opinion, but you have to know the originals for an opinion of your own. So I know, I don't know all of them. I know, so Summer Breeze, the original, I don't know. Superstition, I've heard. Woodstock, I think I've heard by Mitchell. Rockin' the Free World, yes. And then now this Bryan Ferry's version, I haven't heard the original. There are, of course, many, many more to choose from. I deliberately avoided the obvious ones, like All Along the Watchtower. There you have it. It's all legendary stuff. So, without further ado, let's get into the music here. Summer Breeze, Part 1 and 2 from the 3+3 album. Here we go. And the epic one, I did twice. And that lady, Part 1 and 2, I did it twice for JK. And I did not remember. I was as surprised as I was the first time. But yeah, here we go with the Isley brothers. Let's go. Again, thank you so much for being here. A little bit of a longer intro, but hey, I hope you enjoy. I hope you can, if you like this, like the video, subscribe to the channel, leave something in the comments. Awesome. Here we go. Guitar. All in my mind. Some serious fuzz going on there. Summer breeze makes me feel fine, blowing through the jasmine in my mind. Oh, summer breeze makes me feel fine, blowing through the jasmine in my mind, all in my mind. See the curtains hanging in the window in the evening on a Friday night. A little light shining through the window lets me know everything's alright. Of summer, the jasmine's in bloom. July is dressed up and playing a tune. When I come home from a hard day's work and you're waiting there, not a care in the world. See the smile in the kitchen, food cooking on a plate for two. Feel the arms reaching out to hold me in the evening when the day is through. Oh, summer breeze makes me feel fine, blowing through the jasmine in my mind. wow, it just like, you know, ends there. Man, what a song. What a solo. Wow. I love that that you know, the whole thing, how it builds up. I love the singing. The whole band just sounds phenomenal. 1973, this whole album, I'm sure, is like just a masterpiece. Because I mean, already two tracks are just so legendary. I don't think I've heard the original. Maybe it could have been on the channel, but if not, but doesn't matter. This was fantastic. Just the singing, like the feel of like the way they go up, you know, in pitch, you know. I just like it's so good. Everything, the piano, the bass, this whole thing elevates constantly. It's just moving up and up and up, and it just like to this climax of a solo, which was beautiful. I love all the bends. I love the licks, and it wasn't too flashy. It's more like more feeling, and has so much soul and feel. This improvisation, you know, and sometimes like, you know, I don't want to believe it. I didn't want to believe it at first, but sometimes, like they say, less is more. And then there's our guitar players who say no more is more. But it's crazy how I've realized, and it's almost like kind of like devastating for a lot of people, you know, when you practice and practice and hours and years, and you get to a certain level where you can pretty much play anything, and then people are like, well, you know, that's kind of cool, but you know, keep it simple, you know. And I'm like, what, you know? But then you learn that sometimes the simplest thing, like expression of emotion, is way more effective than, you know, like, I mean, it's awesome to be able to do that, and it's also very satisfying to somebody like yourself. But then again, it's more for musicians, you know, that kind of stuff. But for the audience, just the audience who wants to have some certain emotion, you know, to feel certain emotions, something like this, to do a couple of bends and stay in the same, on the same part of the neck, and just you know, play a little bit of repetitions on the pentatonic scale, is so effective, you know. Like, and especially, I mean, the sound he had on this guitar, that fuzz, just very, very tasty, very, very full of like meaning, you know. So that's the lesson that I've learned, almost, I guess, too late, you know. It's nice to play, and it's nice to be a virtuoso and stuff, and it's nice to play fast, and you can move all over the neck, but a lot of people don't really want that, which is, it is what it is, you know. And so I'm happy that, you know, when you start off, that that's the basics that you learn are the ones who are gonna be, I guess, loved the most, you know. I don't know if I'm making any sense, but man, again, this song was just beautiful, just the whole way from start to finish, and even at the end, that like cut off, like, you know, it's a fade out, and it's just like, it's over. Talking about guitar and being a virtuoso, Stevie Ray Vaughan I consider a virtuoso, but he also had a way of talking and taking it further, you know, that blues, and his huge influence, Jimi Hendrix and stuff like that. Let's hear it. Let's hear it. Here, I know this version of Superstition. Let's see what he brings to the table, how he rockifies it, and also how does he talk with his guitar. Let's check it out. Superstition here by Stevie Ray Vaughan from Alive Alive. This is from 1987. All right, let's check it out.
you don't understand, you will suffer. Superstition ain't the way. Very superstitious. Nothing more to say. Very superstitious. Devil's on his way. That jingle baby. Rockin' looking glass. 7 years of brighter. Good times in the past. When you believe in things that you don't understand, you will suffer. Superstition ain't the way.
Wow. Yeah. Yeah, Stevie Ray Vaughan, he was just like on a different level, you know, like what a loss, what a huge loss. Such a young guy, you know, and 35 years old, can you imagine? And with that, I mean, imagine all the music we would still have right now, you know. He would be, I guess, now in his 70s or even younger, I think. Crazy to think that we lost him, unfortunately, so young. What a great version. I love that rawness in his voice, you know. It's like it's the I think it's a more, this is obviously more, much more of a rock and roll version than Stevie Wonder, because that's more like on the funk side, you know. It's a cleaner thing, it's a cleaner cut. um and he made it like rough and edgy, and you know, that voice like very like Joe Cocker almost, you know, very raw and very, I love the live stuff by Stevie Ray Vaughan. And that solo, man, oh my lord, another just genius when it comes to improvisation, you know. And blues was his home, you know. He was a blues guy, he was a blues man. October 3rd, born on October 3rd. This is 3 days after my birthday and 3 days before Alexia's birthday. We're both Libras, so he's a fellow Libra. And Alexia's sister was also born on his birthday, October the 3rd. So yeah, we're Libra people. Good people to be around with. And especially when your partner is Libra, it's like good. It's good. This was great. This was great. And yes, I do know the original, and I don't know. You know, both are very, very good. I mean, Stevie Wonder is just exceptional. We just reacted to a full album. The the one with the a rose on the cover. I think it was Songs in the Key of Love. I think was it Stevie Wonder. Songs in the Key of Life. I'm sorry. Amazing album, just crazy. But Stevie Ray Vaughan is so good. You know, I would say they're both up there. They're perfect. But I love that he made it his, you know, and as good as the original or better. This is where you guys come in, you know. That's why we want you in the comment section. And you let us know what you think. So now, Woodstock. Now, this is a song I think I've heard Joni do. We've done a bunch of Joni reactions, so I think we've done it, but I might recognize it now. This is Matthew's Southern Comfort, and this is from their album. I don't think that's correct. I'll look it up in a second. I'll pull it up. So, but here we go with the song. All right, let's move it along. Woodstock. Beautiful. I don't honestly, I'm gonna be honest. I don't remember the original. Maybe it just sounds too different, but the lyrics are so like, oh my god, they're so. What a time, you know. What a different time to be, and to be alive, and to also interact with other people, and what a great when he said that, you know. Like, and I dreamed I saw the bombers riding shotgun in the sky, turning into butterflies above our nation. What a beautiful line, you know. It's just so sad right now. Right now, as I'm making this video, it's the country's unfortunately super divided, and it's really really sad, and just the stuff, a lot of stuff. I just wish there was more unison, you know. Unfortunately, but beautiful, the bass in this track, the solo. I don't know if he was using a slide. I think you mentioned that he was using a slide in your email. Beautiful, just beautifully played, and the way this song makes me feel is just wonderful. Like, it's really really peaceful, and it's just really really great. I mean, I can't believe that this is a cover of something, you know. It's just perfect. Also, just like everything in this was just beautifully done. You feel at ease, you feel calm with the song. I was reading the lyrics as it was going. Just wonderful. Thank you so much for the introduction to this. This is definitely something I would listen to like a little bit more, you know. But also the first track was just fantastic, and the second, I mean, so far everything has been perfect. I'm totally honest, you know. Okay, so now we're gonna try out some let's see. So this is, her name is Suzi Quatro, Rockin' in the Free World, and of course, you know, by the amazing what's the original? I just said it. Yeah, right here. Yeah, Neil Young. Neil Young, and the father of grunge, you know, as they call him. That's so cool. So let's see, because I love the original. I love the version that I heard for the first time that I heard it. I didn't know who it was, because Joe Satriani and Steve Vai used it as a jam to improvise over, and Yngwie Malmsteen. And it was just rocking in the free world, and then everybody played their solos. Like, this is amazing. And then turns out it was, you know, this classic, you know. So this is from 2006 supposedly, and let's check her out. I've never heard of this artist, and but if she, you know, surpasses the original, let's check it out. Here we go. Okay.
There's colors on the street.
Very good. You know, this reminded me literally of the one that I heard the first time. So if you want to check it out, VMAX, check out the Joe Satriani Steve Vai version. It's under if you type in J3 Steve Vai Joe Satriani, keep on rocking in the free world. It's literally like this. It's heavy. It has more distortion. It's more aggressive, and it has an amazing set of solos by one of the three most talented shredders in the world. You know, I mean, Steve Vai, Joe Satriani, Yngwie Malmsteen. They really go out. You know, and everybody has like I think two solos over this chord progression, which is perfect to solo over. This was definitely very good, but it reminded me a little bit of the one that I'd heard before, and I would like to hear the original again. I think it's, I guess, not that heavy, you know, but this was awesome, and she has a huge following. I did not know. I've never heard of her, you know. That's kind of bizarre. But well, you know, you learn something new every day. Definitely cool. Great artists, you know, to get to know. Suzi Quatro. There you go. You see. All right. So last one here, Bryan Ferry, the In Crowd. Let's check it out. So Bryan Ferry, have we done any Bryan Ferry? I don't think we have. Let me see before I continue. Bryan with a Y. Bryan. Okay, so we did The Chosen One. Okay, Alexia and I together from Boys and Girls album. All right. We look very happy. Okay, cool. All right. Well, here we go with the this is from this is like a retrospective album, like a you know, a best of. It has like 4 discs and stuff. So I did check that it was the right version. It is the right version. So here we go with the In Crowd. Let's check it out. I don't really know so much about Bryan Ferry. This was really good. But I think the first exposure we got was through Roxy Music. I think we did Avalon, and that's when I noticed, oh, he has some relationships with like Brian Eno and David Bowie, but I've never really like taken a deep dive into Bryan Ferry's discography. This album here on Spotify is insane. It's 5 hours and it has 81 songs, 5 hours and 30 minutes. It says selected recordings 1973 to 2023. That's amazing. And I really like his style. You know, it's very different. But I have no idea what the original would sound like. But I'm happy that we did some, you know, more Bryan Ferry on the channel, because I know how a lot of people are in love with Roxy Music, with that project, and you know, with just like the style of the band. This was great, man. Thank you so much, VMAX, for this awesome marathon. There's so much music here to love. I would say my favorite one, oh, man, everything was amazing. I mean, I think the Isley brothers, that's what, such a good opener to this marathon, but also Stevie Vaughan never disappoints. I would say Woodstock is the one that touched me the most lyrically. Rocking in the Free World, man, it's just a rock like hymn, you know. It's such a great song. And you know, that's something that I totally forgot to say. I heard this song maybe like 15 years ago or something for the first time. I had never read the lyrics, and I didn't know that it was so like edgy. You know, the lyrics are kind of like edgy. I love it. It's very, very cool. He is such a good writer and performer and everything that he does, you know. Yeah, and Suzi really captured the essence, you know, of the song, made it heavier, more distortion. I don't know about the solos if there's more, but like I said, check out that version that I told you about. Like maybe that's another, you know, stolen moment. And Bryan Ferry, this one was the only one where I didn't really know what to think, because I just don't have any recollection of the original, so I don't know what it is, but I'm sure this just sounded perfect. I love his style. It's a little bit more chaotic at the end, but I love his style of singing. You know, it's like rock pop, but yeah, I don't know Bryan Ferry that well, but thank you again so much for this awesome marathon. Thank you for getting in touch with us through Buy Me a Coffee, for sponsoring this video. Look at Marley, he keeps coming back. Is there something that I'm not seeing here? Is there like food on the floor? Or does he just want to say hi to his papa? But again, thank you so much. I hope you enjoyed this marathon. Please let me know what you think in the comment section. If you like what we do here, you know, we try to post one video with Alexia every day, and then the second one is me, usually by myself, just for time's sakes, you know, that she can't be in everything, even though she wished she could do these longer marathons, you know, like 50 minutes, stuff like that, but it is a little harder, you know, even though that her back is way better. But it's just like, it is challenging, you know, to sit through, you know, 5 songs, and while still maintaining a clear head and being able to talk about it, and you know, and so it's not that easy, and especially when it's music that's, everything is very different, you know. So yeah, so she likes the single song reactions a little bit more, but we will be doing, you know, marathons in the future. Maybe not that long, maybe more, maybe like 15 minutes, 20 minutes, something like that, when I stick more to like 25, you know, to give you guys more more songs and stuff like that. But again, thank you so much. I hope you enjoyed. Let me know in the comment section what you thought. And again, let's play that game. Do you think the original is better or the cover? Let's play that, and maybe everybody gets, you know, a little laugh out of it. And keep it civil, you know, we're all friends here. And although I'm not worried, all the comment section are all nice people. You guys rock. You're an amazing community. I really love you guys, and it's a pleasure to go and look at the comments every day and say, like, man, these people are amazing. So again, thank you so much, and I hope to see you all in the next one.